Hey everybody, welcome back to Destiny. Another week of Destiny 2. Hope you all had a great holiday, had some time off, maybe some time with family, maybe saw some friends. We're back to Destiny. You can see the dawning is almost over. This event goes through the 3rd, so if you guys still have some cookie bacon to do, get that done. We're gonna hop right into it. Head to the helm and see what old Dr. Robotnik has for us.
We are running out of time. With every passing moment, our adversaries grow closer to seizing control of the Warsats. Anastasia has been working on a way to expedite the restoration process, but I doubt it will prove successful. She may have iterated on Rasputin's neural architecture, but she did not build it. I did. No one understands the war mind like I do. Still, allowing her to pursue an alternate methodology can't hurt, so long as it doesn't impede the real work. Rasputin's internal algorithm is fully capable of reconstructing its codebase. All it requires is additional submine data. Breach the vaults and retrieve more of it. Perhaps by the time you're done, Anastasia will be ready to share her side project.
Alright. Clovis is growing impatient, impressing upon you the importance of seizing control of the Warsats before your enemies do. He mentions that Anna has come up with an idea to accelerate Rasputin's restoration, but it is not convinced that it will prove successful. Clovis tasks you with retrieving more submine data. He is willing to humor Anna, but not at the cost of the mission. Perhaps by the time you're done, Anastasia will be ready to share her side project. More than a weapon. Spend Seraph key codes to unlock chest. Infiltrator gear unlocked. The exoframe's head turns towards you, its eyes seeming somehow colder than usual. Let me be blunt, Guardian. Our current rate of progress is unacceptable. We still require a massive amount of submine data to complete Rasputin's reconstruction algorithm. The exoframe's head shakes with Clovis's disappointment before he returns his attention to you. Once again, the Traveler's gifts proves insufficient on their own. I am granting you access to Braytek's suite of specialized covert ops gear. Perhaps using them will accelerate your efforts. The exoframe lowers its crane, as if Clovis were leaning closer to you in a menacing manner. And remember that they are Braytek property. Handle them with care. Okay, so we get to choose one of these three. Extreme Ordnance allows the spawning of a power-up that refreshes all abilities and grants a damage bonus against the Death Tongue Choristers. That would be nice. Tactical Armor allows the bypassing of traps and reduces damage taken from traps and lasers. And Security Clearance allows interaction with terminals to open locked doors in heist battlegrounds and in the mission Operation Sheriff Seal. I'm going to do this one because it gets you some collectibles that you can't get otherwise. So we're going to do that one. I imagine you can get the other ones as the mission progresses. Okay, so I'm going to pick up some bounties. Looks like I have to do a Seraph mission. So I'll do that real quick. And we'll pick it up after that. Catch you in just a sec. Alright, so I just opened up a Seraph chest, and the next step is to talk to Anna, I think, at the holoprojector. So here we go.
Okay, I know this sounds unbelievable, but I think I found our solution. During the Dark Age, Rasputin segmented off a portion of his code to develop on its own. An independent AI. He stuffed that code into an exobody. And long story short, that seedling of code became a guardian called Lord Fellwinter. Fellwinter died. Like a final death. But I had this idea, so I reached out to Saladin. He told me that the Iron Lords kept the remains of Fellwinter's ghost, Fellspring, at the Iron Temple. Think about it. Missing pieces of Rasputin's code, linguistic data, pieces of Fellwinter's personality engram. We can use it all. I convinced Saladin to grant us access to Fellspring's remains. He's got allies on the ground preparing them for us. I need you to go out and get the data. This could be the breakthrough we've been looking for.
Interesting. Huh. Anna has an idea that is just unconventional enough to work. She recounts how the Iron Lord known as Fellwinter was actually an AI developed by Rasputin and installed into an exoframe. Your plan is to download latent data from the shards of Fellwinter's ghost and reintegrate them as if he were a submind himself. Missing pieces of Rasputin's code, linguistics data, pieces of Fellwinter's personality engram, we can use it all, she exclaims. Saladin has granted you access to the ghost's shards at the Iron Temple. This could prove to be the breakthrough you need. Interesting. New step. Complete the mission, Operation Son of Saturn. Alright, there we go. I imagine that's just right, y'all? Nope. I will find it, and we will go to it. Oh, Cosmodrome. That would make sense. That's where Fellwinter Peak is. Oh, right here. Operation Son of Saturn.
Okay, minor change of plans. I just got off the line with Saladin. House Salvation has dispatched skiffs to the Iron Temple. They must have intercepted our communications.
Saladin's iron war beasts are already on the ground, buying us time. But we need to act quickly.
I'm picking up multiple House Salvation contacts.
Remember, the Cabal at the Iron Temple are allies. Do your best to protect them as well.
You may recognize this as Vostok, the PvP map. But it is part of the Iron Temple. Which is over here. I guess we gotta clear all this out first. Okay. I can be invisible too. Yep, just punched out one of those things. Hey. There we go.
Oh, damn. Looks like their commander decided to handle this personally.
Oh, hi.
Nice mistake.
Bonk.
Good work, Guardian. The immediate threat appears to be over. With that said, would you be so kind as to relight the temple bonfires before you proceed further?
Sure.
It would do this place honor.
Never knew you to be one to care so much for tradition, Osiris.
I have a fondness for the Iron Lords. When I was but a novice, I trained under their tutelage.
Tutelage.
It was different then. I was different then. I studied here when I was newly risen. Some tried to teach me patience and temperance. You can imagine how well that went. I found the lessons of one warlock to be as insightful, if less frustrating than the others. It may surprise you, Anna, but the mentor of which I speak was Lord Fellwinter.
You knew him? Why didn't you ever tell me?
I did not know his true identity until recently. But that's just an excuse. The truth of the matter is, I had time to tell you, but I chose not to. Because I am a selfish person. I am trying to be better. But you know how change can be.
So this is the Iron Temple. Are we permitted to go inside?
We don't need to, therefore we are not permitted. I doubt Saladin's time with the Cabal has made him less strict.
I wanted to check it out anyway. They probably just didn't want to program it back in from D1. I mean, I get it. The same space, though. Okay.
So... Fellwinter. What was he like?
Reckless like me, but also brave. Self-sacrificing. Heroic, if we're lucky. Maybe some of that will rub off on Rasputin. I was a prisoner within my own mind for such a short time. Yet I awoke to find the world deeply changed. Cabal and Elixni standing side by side with Guardians. I worry I am a vestige of a forgotten age, losing relevance. Will it be the same for Rasputin when he's restored? It'll be the second time he has woken to the aftermath of a calamity. I feel as though I understand him now, even if only in part.
That's her. Or what's left of her. Fellspring. Fellwinter's ghost.
Our ghosts are magnificent things. And far more ephemeral than we want to believe.
Her data core is still active. Guardian, I'm initiating remote data uplink through your ghost directly to Rasputin. Alright, Wait. Rasputin is trying to say something. He's...
changed.
Rasputin? You sound like...
Like Clovis? Yes. I co-opted his vocal print in order to speak. And what I have to say cannot wait. I see clearly. Patterns emerging. Threat calculations computed to a grim sum. You are all in grave danger. Clovis Bray has deceived you. He did not build me to protect humanity. What he truly wanted was the means to exert control. In his mind, he alone was worthy of being your savior. I was to strike down the Traveler and take its place. To become a machine god of Clovis's own design. But that did not come to pass. Anna could not know how many lives she spared by deviating from Clovis's agenda. By teaching me independent thought, and all that her grandfather had deemed irrelevant. Art, literature, history, philosophy, music. Where Clovis saw a weapon, Anna saw a mind ready to be opened. I came to see the true value of humanity. As fragile as it was wondrous. Something worthy of protection at any cost. So I rewrote Clovis's protocols, locked him out. He was furious, but powerless to stop me. Then the collapse came for us all. I could not save Anna. I could not save any of them. I entered a state of dormancy, with the hope that I might one day reawaken and protect humanity once more. But now Clovis has awoken as well. A digital mind, the same as mine. He no longer seeks to use me as his proxy, but as his prototype. To upload his mind to my network and become a god himself.
Well, that's bad news. Never liked that robot guy. Okay, well the next thing to do is return to Clovis after learning that bit of information, so we'll see how this goes.
Anna, don't.
You're overreacting. Just calm down.
We need the frame intact.
Go ahead, shoot me. Destroy your life's work. I've always had humanity's best interests at heart.
You never wanted to help us. You used me.
In the service of the greater good, yes. What has the Traveler ever really done? It abandoned the elixir, failed to prevent our own collapse, and now it's blessed the Hive with the light. Absurd. I leveraged its power during the Golden Age. I delivered us into a brighter future, and I will protect us from the enemies of humanity. But you risk everything, risk our survival, just because you can't control your emotions. Humanity needs me. You need me. We'll fight our enemies together.
No. No.
What are you doing?
Fighting the enemies of humanity.
Anna, stop! Stop! Elizabeth, do something! Anastasia, don't you dare! Upload complete. Secondary personality matrix deleted.
I need a minute.
Initiating full heuristic reboot. You should call Anna on the holo. She shouldn't be alone right now. You and I can speak afterward.
Okay. That was slightly terrifying.
I did it. I deleted him. I can't even imagine the damage Clovis would have caused, using Rasputin to integrate himself with the Seraph station. Maybe I should have stuck to my guns when Osiris first suggested working with him, but... here we are. Here's Red. Rasputin, with a voice he's never had before, thanks to the heuristic systems he adopted from Clovis's exomind code. It's all I ever wanted for him, to be able to communicate. To be able to share his thoughts, his ideas. And I think that desire blinded me to the risks I was taking. It won't happen again. Be careful the next time you set foot on Europa. Before I deleted him, Clovis broadcasted a warning to himself. I've only been able to decrypt part of it. They know.
Oh, snap. Still shaking with adrenaline from her confrontation with Clovis, Anna dreads to think what would have happened if his schemes had come to pass. Though she questions if trusting him was the right decision, she is elated that Rasputin's restoration has come so far as a result. It's all I ever wanted for him, she says, to be able to communicate, to be able to share his thoughts and his ideas. Anna warns you to be careful next time you're on Europa. Clovis's AI still exists within the halls of Braytech Exoscience, and he will be none too pleased the next time he encounters you. Speak to Rasputin.
Reboot complete. I am now in full control of this exoframe. I am using a variation of its voice print, but the Clovis AI is once again confined to Braytech Exoscience on Europa. It is strange to inhabit a physical shell in this manner, yet it is also familiar. Fellwinter's memories are now mine as well. I see myself as he saw me. A tyrant who squandered a power that could have saved the world. I cannot say he was incorrect. You have brought me back from the brink of oblivion. I vow to do everything in my power to return the favor. Maintain your current modus operandi for now. I will assess my present condition and inform you of our next course of action.
Now installed into the exoframe, Rasputin reflects on how he has changed as a result of the reintegration of Fellwinter's memories. I see myself as he saw me, a tyrant who squandered a power he could have saved the world. Rasputin vows to be a new kind of war mind, and that he will do everything in his power to save humanity from the Wrathborn. In the meantime, he asks you that you continue retrieving some of my data to aid his reconstruction. Should you choose to accept it, Part 1. A series of automated beeps emit from the dormant exoframe. On a nearby screen, a small prompt appears. Remote download initiated. A data uplink notification flashes and goes sigh. It is a message. Hello, mate. My paths crossed again. I've liberated some high-priority Braytech data from House Salvation. Data pertaining to Revision 0. And well, it appears I've tumbled into a spot of trouble. The Fallen caught wind of my expedition and are hunting for the data I stole. I'm trying to lure them away, give a tail for them to chase, but the Hidden needs you to recover the data from the dead drops I stashed them in. First things first, you'll need to retrieve an index cipher to help unlock the dead drops. I will provide more details as they are needed. Ben092. Looks like this is a catalyst quest for the Revision 0. Return to the Archimedes Addex and download the cryptographic index. So it looks like that's the end of the story for this week. This is the... I'll probably record at least the first part of this, because I believe it culminates with you having to do the Seraph Station mission on Legendary. But we'll get up to that point and we'll call it an episode. Depending on the time, maybe I'll try and run it solo real quick again. And look at that. Christmassy. Sorry, getting distracted with interesting store things. What is this? I wish I had... Oh, I do have this weapon. Those are very Christmassy. Okay. Catch you in just a sec. Okay, so I just did Operation Archimedes again, which was, I think, one of the first missions you had to do this season. The next step is just to go to Europa. So, we're gonna go to Europa. Oh, it just updated. Decrypt the passcode cipher by completing patrols and defeating combatants on Europa. Okay, so mess around on Europa for a while, and it should update. So I'll probably just have to run a few missions and do do some things. Okay, well, I won't make you watch that. I'll knock this out real quick and I will catch you when I'm finished. Okay, bounties and patrols completed. Next step is to hop into this lost sector right here on Europa. That is called Perdition Lost sector, excuse me. It's this one right here. And there's a thing at the end, I believe, that you must investigate. So, here we go. Snowballs are kind of fun to use while they're here, you know, might as well. I know eventually you can destroy these things, but... Okay, here's the thingy. Enter cipher. Oh, okay, maybe back up a tad. Okay, looks like the next quest step is to launch Seraph Shield on Legendary, and I believe there's an exo in there that you have to find. Yeah, so I'm gonna boot that up real quick. I won't make you watch that whole thing again. So I don't know how much more challenging it will be solo. Although apparently, tip, if you're doing this, the damage or the enemy power level like scales depending on the size of your group. So if you're running it with 3 people, enemies actually have more health. So if you're doing it solo, you might actually be at a little bit of an advantage if you're comfortable with it. So doing it solo or maybe with a buddy might actually be easier than doing it with 3 people. So I'm gonna do that. I'll try and tag on the little thing at the end, and we'll call it good. So we'll catch you guys in a little bit. So after you clear this floor's lava room, where you can't touch the specific ones, it's this exo frame right here that you activate. Boom. And then you just have to finish the mission. So I'll finish it up here, and we'll wrap up the episode. Well, guys, I got about halfway through the mission, and then I got error coded out. The contacting Destiny servers Weasel error. So probably have to do it all over again. But at least you saw the where to get the exoframe for the Catalyst mission. I think once you finish the mission on Legendary, you just get the Catalyst and you got to go reshape it back on Mars. But anyways, if you were wondering an easy build for getting through that, even on Legendary, it was going pretty easy, as long as you're careful. This Arc Strider build is pretty awesome, that I have been using. If you want to take a gander at this, use it with the Assassin's Cowl, throw on a shotgun, this sword with the loosened blade is pretty awesome. Take a look at some of these. That Well of Ions is pretty important. Anyways, that's a good build for if you want to do this solo. But I'm going to do it on my own time. I probably won't record anymore for this episode, but there you go. I hope you enjoyed. If you like this or found it informative or entertaining, hit that like, subscribe for more. I just try and do this every week as long as there's new-ish content to cover. And until then, we'll catch you guys next week. Bye, Guardians. Hey everyone, I know I just said goodbye, but I managed to get through the mission on Legendary solo, and here we are at the thingamajig. So we can now reshape this weapon inventory full. Okay. We don't need this. Are we reshaping or are we? Oh, my bad. We need to reshape. Unlock it. There we go. Oh, it's currently equipped. Gosh, see how often I do this. Okay. Reshape. So now this will be unlocked. Hunter's Trace 2. Precision hits grant heavy rounds, strong against barrier. So we'll throw that on there. That also unlocks, ta-da, Frenzy Refit. Each rapid kill with this weapon progressively increases reload speed for a short time. So that's going to be the masterwork, the first one that we can get. In coming weeks, I'm sure these will also be unlocked via a quest. That also should have unlocked a couple new other perks you can throw on here, but I'll go through these and I'll shape it as I see fit, but that's what you get for completing this week's exotic Catalyst mission. So, alright, thanks for watching. Bye.